But this is your picture in Western Africa. And as you can see, there is head-to-toe covering and goggles, and I believe, if I understand the circumstances correctly, you were just about to be dosed with a near toxic dose of chlorine. Is that not correct?
Yes.
Well, and that's why you can't have skin exposed, because it is impossible to do the disinfection, if you will, after taking care of an Ebola patient or being in an Ebola ward. It's impossible to do the disinfection if there is skin exposed, because exposed skin would be killed by the chlorine, and that would not be good for the person delivering the care. I mentioned this in my opening statement. I am so concerned. We know the numbers in Western Africa are going up on Ebola. We know the case rate is going to increase. We know that 10% of those cases are healthcare workers, and we know that 56% of those healthcare workers in Western Africa will succumb to the illness. So that's a pretty dire warning for anyone who's involved in delivering healthcare. And I would just submit, well, Dr. Robinson, let me ask you, what kind of stockpile of this personal protective equipment do you have available to the healthcare workers who are on the front line? And bear in mind, no travel restrictions, so a new patient could come in tonight and go to any hospital in this country and present themselves. Are you going to be able to quickly deliver a stockpile of personal protective equipment like this?
So we know from talking to the manufacturers, there are no shortages right now, and that they are willing to deliver within 24 hours or less.
Our goal has been to get hospitals ready. The specific type of personal protective equipment to be used is not simple, and there's no single right answer. But there's a balance between protective equipment that's more familiar or less familiar, that's more flexible and less flexible, that can be decontaminated more easily or less easily. Yeah. So the use of different types of protective equipment is something that obviously we're looking at very intensively now in Dallas in conjunction with the healthcare workers there.